Hi, SBTA members and Santa Barbara community. I'm Osby Galindo, SBTA president. Welcome to another episode of SBTA Office Hours. On November 14th, we filled the room. We filled it again. As a matter of fact, we filled all the both boardrooms. We filled the foyer, the district foyer. We were also stationed outside the district boardroom because there was just no room. Every single time we come here, the boardroom is busting at the seams, and we need to keep showing this strength and solidarity every single time. We have another one coming up, but it was just so energizing to be in this environment, and I welcome you to come and be part of it. At this board meeting, they tried to censor us. This is the photo petition here that is 611 educators strong right now. That's how many people put their image to this photo petition. We were to unveil it at the November 14th board meeting. The district did not allow us to bring this out. They said that it was a safety issue. We gave them every single reason to say yes. We gave them a lot of options as to why this is not a safety issue, and they kept saying no. Kate, that you see here in the photo, actually wore this photo petition into the school board. And now because they said no, this photo of Kate is going to show up in the Educator magazine. We all received this in the mail if you're part of our union. So look for it in the Educator magazine. So not only is this photo of Kate now in our community, but it's going to go outside into the state and beyond. So thank you so much, Kate, for doing that for our membership. And please, they can't censor you, educators, community, when you come out and you speak during public comment. That just goes into the record. So please come and tell us all the stories, everything that you're seeing in the classroom. Parents, if you're hearing or if your child is experiencing certain things, it's so important for you to come and let the board know that what's going on, because when it becomes public, they can't just sweep it under the rug. And that's some of the stuff that they've been doing. We bring up some of the issues where we feel that, students' service minutes or whatever educational rights they have are being violated. But it becomes much more powerful when you parents come and speak to it, and they can no longer sweep it under the rug. So we're looking for you guys to come out again. Even December 13th, we'd love to hear from more educators and more community members. Please come out. Really, educators, we need to make sure that our numbers stay big and strong. We had over 200 teachers and educators and community members that came to support our movement, and it needs to be even bigger this next time on December 13th. So please make sure that you make time and you show up and you help us, again, bust the seams on that school board, and make sure that we're everywhere, inside and outside, yet again. But more importantly, we need to hear your stories. What's happening in your room? Our bargaining team has 2 more sessions, November 28th and December 12th, this calendar year. We have proposed 2 things. First, class size. We definitely need to make sure that students and teachers have good working condition and learning conditions. Class size is one of the most basic services that students get on a daily basis. Let me explain. If you have smaller class sizes, then students get more individualized time with teachers. Once you increase that class size, we definitely decrease the individualized time students have with the teacher. So one of the most basic ways that we can make sure that students get this service is to make sure that our class sizes remain small. And please don't buy, some of the stuff that the district's saying that we're overstaffed right now. Because remember, they did not pay us $6.7 million last year. $6.7 million that could have gone into the classroom and classroom teachers. That means is that if they're saying that we're overstaffed now, and they didn't pay $6.7 million, or they did not invest $6.7 million in the classroom and classroom teachers, that means that they're going to invest even less in the upcoming years. So please don't buy that narrative. Make sure that we keep those class sizes small. The other proposition that we've also put at the table is a 20% raise across the entire salary schedule. We really do believe that students deserve qualified teachers that can afford to live where they work. So we definitely want to make sure that the district can retain the teachers that it currently has and attract any teachers that are still missing. We still have people that are missing in certain positions that remain open. So we want to make sure that the district creates a salary schedule that is competitive and will attract educators to our area. And that not only that, but that they can stay here. Please, if you cannot make it to the school board, write our school board members, send them a message. And also, another person that really what we need to communicate to is our superintendent at the county ed office. That is Dr. Susan Salcido. This is the individual that's going to sign the waiver that the district has approved. And remember, this waiver, there's different reasons to be able to submit this waiver. Our district says that under the ed code that says that they're paying our educators in excess to other comparable school districts, that's the reason that they have the right to submit this waiver. I would please welcome you to challenge that. In my newsletter, I have a lot of links that allow you to do some research and see that a lot of the districts that this report says are comparable to Santa Barbara are really not comparable. Just the cost of living does not compare to that of Santa Barbara, nor the pay, And really, when you really look at it, you got to look at, the cost of living and how much we get paid and what's the gap between that, right? And a lot of these districts do not have the gap that we have. So definitely they don't compare. And it's so important that we communicate to our superintendent there at the county ed office that report is a couple of years old and it does not capture what's happened to us recently, and that waiver should not be signed. Also, for our educators, if you do not have our work to contract toolkit, here's a link that just gives you access to our most current form to that toolkit. Please take a look at that and use it for whatever you may need. It has a lot of great resources there that are very useful, especially frequently asked questions. Read through that in case you're wondering, like, how can I, make sure that I'm doing the best that I can to support work to contract? Read through all that. And for our community, if you also want to jump in and be able to help this movement and help educators, really, when you're helping educators, you know that you're helping the children of this community have a better educational experience by making sure that, all positions are filled and that all their services that students deserve, that they're being met. So please use this QR code here to get a lot of information. And lastly, I just want to make sure that teachers understand that I am so thankful that you are part of this union. Thank you to everybody who has joined the union this year. You just made the district understand that more and more of us are part of this movement. And remember, there's power in numbers and power in solidarity and power in unity. So thank you for everybody who's joined. I definitely want to also thank all our leadership that we have in this union. Leadership really just does really mean that you're volunteering a lot of time. So thank you. Thank you, executive board. Thank you, organizing team. Thank you, bargaining team. Thank you, site reps, or anybody who is helping also organize each school site. There's just so many people that are giving a lot of their time to make sure that this union is strong, and that we are meeting our goals and that we keep moving forward. So definitely during this time of Thanksgiving, I give thanks to you. And I hope that you're using this time to be surrounded by loved ones and just catch up on some rest so that you can go back and have the energy that it takes to give students that 100% that you give. As a matter of fact, because we're working to contract, we know that you give students more than 100% that's required of you on the contract. So for that dedication and for that passion that you show every single day, I also thank you. And please stay tuned for the next episode of SBTA Office Hours. We'll speak again.